Do you ask for feedback when you've delivered a presentation? And if you do, is it just saying to somebody, well, how did that go? What did you think of that? Because if that's the case, stay tuned. I'm going to share with you today some tips as to how you can get effective feedback that will really help you to improve the next time around when you're delivering your presentation. My name is Maureen from Soft Skill Success, and this is episode 12 of Unlock Speaking Confidence. In the past 2 episodes, I have been taking a look at presentations, how to put them together. So episode 10, we were taking a look at the preparation that you needed to do, how to get it structured, all the different elements that you need to consider. In the previous session, session 11, I was taking a look at practice, what you need to practice and how to practice. And then today we're taking a look at what happens after the event and how to get feedback. And very often people see feedback as being something negative. They equate feedback and criticism. But take feedback as being something that is going to help you to learn, to develop, to improve, so that the next time around that you can make little tweaks to become even better and gradually improving and unlocking your speaking confidence as you move along. First element of feedback is consider recording yourself and watching it back. Now, a lot of people tell me that they dread the thought of doing that, and many of us don't feel comfortable watching ourselves or listening to ourselves on video. But how about this? How about you have a checklist of different things that you want to look out for? So an objective checklist could be things like, what's your eye contact like? Have you got distracting hand gestures? Have you got many filler words like ums and ahs to the point that it's causing a distraction? What's your voice like? Is there good vocal variety, or are you speaking in monotone all of the time, and will people be asleep before you've even finished your presentation? All of these things can be an objective way for you to look and to listen to see what way the delivery sounded. So that's first of all. Secondly is to ask somebody for feedback. And my tip on this, rather than going to somebody after the event and saying, what do you think of that? Say to them beforehand. Have a word with the trusted colleague and say, I'm trying to improve my presentation skills. Could you have a look today and see what stood out for you as being really good, and what do you think I could have done better? Or again, it could be give them that objective checklist to see, how you connected with the audience, or if you had distracting hand gestures or movements. If it's an in-person one, were you pacing a lot that was causing a distraction? What way did you open? Was your message clear? You decide. And I would suggest keep it simple. 1 or 2 things that they're looking out for rather than a huge long list. Work on one element. Get that right. Be happy with it. Move on to the next. Step by step progress rather than trying to do everything at once and overwhelming yourself. If you have the person who you want to get feedback from, if you have them tipped off in advance, you've asked them in advance, they know that you are looking for specific areas. So they're not going to take it as being a personal criticism for you, or that they feel that you might be offended if they say, what's there. They know you're coming from a place where you want to improve, that you're going to get better. So that is something that I would really recommend. And if you ask 2 or 3 different people for feedback, you might get different opinions from them with regard to, the opening of it. Someone might really like your opening and someone might not. And that's life. People have different opinions and we can't please all of the people all of the time. But if you're getting consistent feedback that you were mumbling a little bit when you spoke, or that your sentences tend to drop at the end of your voice dropped at the end of the sentence, or there was a point that you made and it wasn't really clear, that can be more objective, and it's areas for you to take a look at and see, what could I do differently the next time to try to improve? And keep tweaking it until you're happy with it. Hope you found that helpful. It's been the third and final element of this putting a presentation together. If you want to get more information about this, or you're interested in working with me, why not set up a call with me? Contact me, that's Maureen at softskillsuccess.ie, and join me next week when I will be talking a little bit about leadership communication and some elements that you need to have a look at for that. We'll start off by having a look at meetings, how to lead meetings that are going to be inclusive of everybody. Thanks for your time, and I will see you next week.